Lately, I have seen a lot of videos of black people making fun of Mexicans for what's happening right now with Mexican people. I have also seen black people make videos talking about Mexicans. Don't come to us for help because we're not helping. First of all, Mexicans are not alone. Black people, what makes you think that Mexicans are going to come running to y'all for help? What for? Y'all black people can't even help yourselves. That's wild. Mexican people are hardworking people. Mexican people stick together.
92% of black women in this country voted for Kamala Harris. 83% of black men in this country voted for Kamala Harris. We are by far the main and probably the only race that was literally pushing to save every single other demographic who is not white in this country. You might want to take the bass out your voice and show a little bit more respect.
Hey everyone, it's my hope that you all doing well wherever you are. In our today's episode, we are going to be talking about a Mexican man who went on TikTok, made videos about insulting and mocking black people. This is after black people talked about how Latinos voted for Trump and now they are being deported. This man says that black people don't even stick together. Black people, they don't work hard. Yeah, a lot of things. And black people responded to him. Yeah, so guys, I want us to watch this video together about how black people responded to him. And I'll be right back with more commentaries. So guys, if you are coming across this channel for the very first time, I ask you to subscribe to the channel, give this video a thumbs up. Yeah, I'll be right back.
Lately, I have seen a lot of videos of black people making fun of Mexicans for what's happening right now with Mexican people. I have also seen black people make videos talking about Mexicans. Don't come to us for help because we're not helping. First of all, Mexicans are not alone. They have Honduran people, they have Salvadorian people, they have Guatemalan people, they have Nicaraguan people, and a whole bunch of other countries that are willing to join forces with the Mexican people. Black people, what makes you think that Mexicans are going to come running to y'all for help? What for? Y'all black people can't even help yourselves. That's wild. Mexican people are hardworking people. Mexican people stick together. They make it work. That's the total opposite of a black person. You want to call me a racist? Go right ahead. I'm just keeping it real. Like I said, Mexican people are not alone. They have all of us. What makes you think that a Mexican will say, oh, okay, well, we have the blacks. Let's go to them. Come on now. Y'all don't even trust each other. What makes you think that a Mexican will trust you if you don't even trust your brother? Get your popcorn ready and watch how Mexicans make this work. Black people, what makes you think that Mexicans are going to come running to y'all for help? What for? Y'all black people can't even help yourselves. That's wild. Mexican people are hardworking people. Mexican people stick together.
92% of black women in this country voted for Kamala Harris. 83% of black men in this country voted for Kamala Harris. We are by far the main and probably the only race that was literally pushing to save every single other demographic who is not white in this country. You might want to take the bass out your voice and show a little bit more respect. If it wasn't for black men and black women, especially black women, we wouldn't have had a chance to even beat Donald Trump. And because more than half of your people voted against their best interests, you guys wouldn't be put in this predicament in the first place. If you had just listened to black people to begin with, y'all wouldn't be here to begin with. Now, I agree with you. It's absolutely disgusting that anybody, black, white, doesn't matter, sitting here making jokes about ICE and deporting people. I think it's disgusting. I agree. But don't you ever in your life think it's okay to fix your lips to say anything about black people like that, especially when we were the main ones trying to save everybody. Everybody. Our women tried to tell you what to do. We advised it. None of you listened. You guys cared more about your proximity to whiteness than saving your children. saving your women, saving your parents and grandparents, etc., etc. Before you fix your lips to sit here and say, oh, black people don't know how to band together, we did. We band together more than every other race in this country when it mattered the most. And y'all still failed us. Clock that T and wake it up.
Lately, I have seen a lot of videos of black people making fun of Mexicans.
I remember you. I do. About 3 years ago, you made a video about black people, unprovoked. You see, you told us black people that we were jealous of you. You told us that we did not work hard, unprovoked. You told us that we did not stick together, unprovoked. It would seem that you have a history of attacking one specific group of people. So here you are again, not wanting to follow the example of black people voting overwhelmingly together against oppression. No. You are here telling us that even though we did that, we don't stick together still. So what do you call it when you're more mad at the people that said you shouldn't vote against yourself than you are the uncomfortable amount of Hispanic people that voted against themselves? That's called anti-blackness. But you have a good day.
Lately, I have seen a lot of videos of black people making fun of Mexicans.
Oye, burro, no nos importa. Eres racista. That unity that you were talking about? Explain this. A lot of times y'all like to talk about black people and not working hard and we don't have any unity and things like that. But when you look at these exit polls, it appears that black people were, for the most part, on one band and one sound. But when it comes to Hispanic people, Mexicans, as you can see, Latino men were not unified with you. Latino women, give or take. But the men, they definitely wanted to see you struggle. They definitely wanted to see this happen. And you get on Pootie Tang's internet and starts blaming black people, saying that we're teasing you and we don't want to help you. And then you turn around and say that, you know what I'm saying, we are the opposite of you. We don't work hard and we don't have any unity. Motherfucker, do you even know who you're talking to? Who you're referring to when you get out here on these TikTok streets and start running your mouth? Let's get into it. You wouldn't have what you have today had it not been for the struggle and the blood of black people that was spilled on the street fighting for your rights. You wouldn't. Whatever it is that you think you have, whatever rights and privileges that you think you have within these borders would not exist had it not been for black people. I don't even want to get into the motivation for why a lot of us voted for VP Harris, because her policies were anti-mass deportation, anti-xenophobia, anti-homophobia, all of the shit that you're seeing unfolding before you. We weren't voting for her simply because she was a black woman. We were voting for her because her policies aligned with who we were as a people. And who we are as a people is humane and empathetic. We may have some internal issues, but when it comes to how we feel about how the world works and how other people are suffering and struggling, we are one band, one sound. We don't want to see people go through what we've gone through and what we continue to go through. So we vote according to those politicians who may pander at times or whose policies align with our views and our humanity. But you see, motherfuckers like you would get on this internet and start talking about, black people don't work hard and we don't have unity. First of all, black people only started to be labeled lazy when we no longer worked for free. You see, black people, we work hard. The problem is that when we get a job, you motherfuckers want us to work twice as hard because you believe that we should be grateful for that job. We should be so grateful for that job that we should work harder than everyone else. And when we speak up for ourselves and say, no, I'm not going to do that. No, I'm not doing Jose's work. I'm not doing Billy's work. I'm not doing Jill's work. You hired me to do this work. If you want me to hire to do extra work, then you need to pay me extra money. The moment we start speaking up for ourselves because we're not going to be sun up to sundown slaves while being paid less than everyone else, then all of a sudden we're lazy. It's not that we're lazy. We have pride now. We have a voice now. And a lot of you especially believe that black people shouldn't say anything. We shouldn't have a voice. We should just accept how things are so that the rest of you could go on with your life and pretend that we had no input in the things that you have and the rights that you have today. In all those other countries that you named, if you look at the exit polls, it clearly shows that Hispanic men, men just like you, and I can almost certainly guarantee that you voted for Donald Trump. And you will turn around and say black people teasing you. Well, most of us, you may think our silence is teasing. You may think our response is like, it ain't got nothing to do with me, it's teasing. But we mean that shit. Because our vote overwhelmingly against what we're seeing today was our help for you. And what did you do? You told us we don't need your help. Now, you're mad because we're saying we're not giving our help. We are trusting you know what the fuck you're doing. But apparently you don't. Because you don't even know who you're talking to. You don't know who you're talking to. You don't need our help, motherfucker. All you've gotten is our help. Since you've been here. Since your ancestors got here. And so on and so forth. All you've gotten is our help. Because white supremacy haven't issued you a single fucking bone. Everything that you have, even your protections of the sanctuary cities. Look at the sanctuary cities and look who predominantly occupy those sanctuary cities. Y'all some goofy motherfuckers. You have allowed racism to cloud your brain. You crazy up here now. Even in the face of mass deportation, xenophobia, and outright blatant racism, you still would look black people in the face and point the finger at us instead of pointing the finger at the people that are rounding your people up and shipping them out of here as if they don't have any humanity. And as much as we care, people like you make it difficult for us to even have a little memory of a heartbeat for you. Shut up. Shut the fuck up. Because the rest of your people might actually need our help. But it's people like you that make it really difficult for black people to put our anger and disappointments to the side and lend a helping hand. Because you still peacocking for white supremacy while white supremacy got its foot completely lodged in the crack of your ass.
4. Y'all black people can't even help yourselves. That's wild.
Listen, I'm not saying that it's funny that most black people are making fun of Mexicans for being deported. You know, ICE is going to different houses, you know, looking for, you know, yeah. But my thing is for you to sit there and say that black people, we can't even help ourselves. It's crazy. You know that we go out and protest, you know, Black Lives Matter. We've been doing that for a long time. And the thing about that is, y'all barely speak up for us. White people, definitely, they barely speak up for us. It's like we always the ones that gotta stand up for us. On top of that, black people was the ones that voted for Kamala. Most black people, we voted for Kamala. But most of your people voted for Trump. After we told y'all what the man was finna do. And now that he doing everything he said he was gonna do, y'all screaming for help. When we literally told y'all. What can we do? That's the thing. What can we do? Y'all always want us to stand up for y'all, but when it's our time, crickets. Like,
And as a black person myself, I'm just getting tired. Like, I'm getting so tired. We already go through enough. Listen, I understand, and I'm not making fun of nobody, because I feel like anybody should be free to be wherever they want to be. But like I said before, we literally warned y'all about Project 2025. And now all of a sudden, y'all need help when we told y'all what was going to happen. This wouldn't happen if y'all voted for the white man. I'm just saying.
Welcome back, guys, and from the video that we have just watched together, you can see how these Mexican men mocked and insulted black people. Guys, you know very well that 92% of black women voted for Kamala Harris, 83% of black men voted for Kamala Harris. This is because her policies were anti-mass deportation, anti-xenophobia, anti-homophobia. Black people were mainly, not only mainly, but probably were the only race that, was pushing all this. It is the only race that was pushing to save every other person, every other single, demographic, other than the white. But you Mexican people, you Latinos, you voted for Donald Trump simply because you cared more about your proximity to whiteness other than your families, your friends, and other citizens. So right now, because things went south for you, you are coming out, you are mad because black people are saying the truth. You are saying that black people don't even work hard. Black people are responding to this by saying that, if it was not for the struggle of the black people, you would not have whatever you are having right now in the United States. And black people are saying that they are the ones who fought for the rights of people, of the black people, of the other citizens in the United States. This man is coming out saying that, this Mexican man is coming out saying that black people don't even stick together. Black people are responding to this by saying that they stuck together in the voting booth, and that's where it mattered, the most. This is because they were trying to save every other single race, every other person, from all these things that you are seeing unfolding before you right now. And black people are saying that they are not even sorry. They are saying that it is the high time for these Mexicans, for these Latinos, for Trump to learn their lesson the hard way. Yeah, so guys, that's what I had for you today. Yeah, make sure you subscribe to the channel, give this video a thumbs up. Until the next episode, for now, goodbye.